You're most welcome to our free online school, SkillBridge Institute. We'll be discussing about project management methodologies. So these are simple approaches which can be used to execute different types of projects. The first methodology is known as Agile. In Agile methodology, work is divided into different splits. So in each split, what happens is the following. You sit down as a team, you plan, then you develop, that is executing that plan. Then you monitor and control, then you finish that split. Then you go to the next split. So you sit down again, plan for the next split. You execute, you monitor and control, then you finish. Then you go to the third split. So those splits may also be known as phases. So for example, you're constructing a house. A foundation can be a split or a phase. So you're going to plan for a foundation, you execute a foundation, you monitor and control, then you finish. If you're going to build the wall, you are going to the next split. You plan, you execute, you monitor and control, you finish. Then you can do also the same with roofing. So the advantage of this one is that it promotes collaboration. The other thing is that it is good for bigger projects, this agile methodology. The disadvantage of this one is that it requires a lot of meetings, which may not be possible sometimes. The next methodology is known as waterfall. So as you can see, water is just flowing from a tap, is flowing from here up to the end. So in order for project management, once you start your project, you are going to start it until the end. There will be no need for those frequent meetings, just as the agile methodology. So what happens here is that you initiate, you plan, you create, and close. Once you start, you go up to the end. So this one is simple to execute. So it is very simple to use waterfall project management. So that is the advantage of this one. The disadvantage of this one, you cannot use it on those particular projects which have got dynamic work. You cannot use waterfall project management methodology. The other one is known as Scrum framework. So this one, it is a subset of Agile. That means it is simply the same as Agile. So it requires high collaboration, just as Agile, as well as frequent updates. So in this one, the one who is leading the team is known as the Scrum Master. So as we are saying that there is need for frequent meetings in Scrum. The advantage of that one is that it promotes teamwork and quick problem solving. There is also adaptability and transparency when using Scrum. The disadvantage is that it can be complex for larger projects. That means Scrum can only be used for small projects. There is also need for consistent communication and commitment between the team members in a project. The other project methodology is known as Kanban. So in Kanban, you come up with a chart as a project manager. You come up with a chart. So on that particular chart, you are going to write the to-do list, the plan list. If you have got some developments, you be writing those ones which you are doing at that particular moment, the ones which are already done. If there are some testing, you are going to write those ones which you are doing right now, and those ones which are already done testing. Then the completed work is written here. So what happened is that today a work can be on a to-do list. Once you finish this one, this particular work, you're going to paste it on the completed list. Or you are testing something today, it may be pasted here that you're doing it. Once you're done testing it, you're going to paste it here to say, I'm done testing this one. So the advantage of this one is that it is very easy for a project manager to see where he is or where she is and where she is going. So it provides good visualization when you are doing a project. The disadvantage of this one is that it cannot be applied on bigger projects. It is just feasible for small projects. From there, let's go to this other project methodology, which is known as Prince 2. So in Prince 2, this project methodology is used in bigger corporate institutions, for example, government institutions and other big companies. So what they do is that they start a project. So once they start a project, they will recruit a lot of people to be involved in that particular project. So they will be directing them. That is issues of training and the like. After training those particular people, then they'll send them to execute a project on the ground, and that is the initiation. When those people whom they have trained, they are doing that particular work, they'll make sure that they are controlling to ensure that the results are consistent. Then they'll be managing the project delivery. As though the people are delivering the project, they'll ensure that the project is delivered in an orderly manner. They'll even be managing the boundaries. After that one, they are going to finish that particular project. For example, the government is building a hospital. So when they're building a hospital, what happens is that they're going to have got, at the top, there will be people like board of directors who will be making decisions on how that particular hospital is going to be built. Then you're going to have a project manager who will be at the site following daily activities which are happening. Then will be departmental leaders. Those ones, they will be focusing on their various departments. But all the decisions will be coming from the top, from the board of directors. So that is how the Prince 2 works. So the advantage of this one is that it can be used for those particular big projects. Right. So the disadvantage of this one is that it can be very expensive to conduct, because even the training itself requires a lot of money. So to complete the whole of this particular methodology, it is very expensive. It consumes a lot of funds. The last project management methodology is known as hybrid. So in hybrid, this is where you are trying to combine two different types of project methodologies. For example, here they are combining waterfall with agile. So you may have a single project, and in that particular single project, there will be some work which will fall under waterfall project management, but there will be other work which will follow the agile principles. So that is what we need to understand. So the advantage of this one is that it can be used for that particular projects which have got dynamic work, where other work can use waterfall, the other work can use agile. The disadvantage of this one is that only somebody who is highly skilled can manage this type of methodology, because it is not easy for someone to mix two different types of methodologies. So, in conclusion, we need to understand that we need to choose the best project management methodology to ensure that we are successful on our projects. So we need to understand that Agile, it is best for dynamic projects, and this one, it is focused on customer. So it is focused on customer satisfaction. Waterfall, this one is just structured and it requires clear instructions. The Scrum, this one it is perfect for teamwork. Kanban, it is very good for those charts where you can easily see different work we should be doing in a project. Prince2 and Hybrid, these ones are suitable for large-scale projects. So once you choose the best project methodology for your project, you'll be a successful project manager. Thank you so much.